Now, I want to talk about some of the things that happened in wrestling this week, and let's start with the AEW show on Wednesday, Dynamite. It's one of the few Dynamites I really haven't liked. It was too crowded. It had a 10-man tag and two 6-man tags, and I don't like matches like that in general. But when you have three of them on the same TV show, like I said, it's a bit much.
Well, after the first match, they lost me. The first match was a 10-man tag. So as a wrestling fan, and I'm just starting to get really familiar because I'm paying attention because we're doing this show, but I still didn't know half the guys in the first match, which doesn't mean that this is nothing about ability. I just don't know who they are. And if I don't know who they are, the average wrestling fan's not going to know who they are. So I don't know it. Everybody's got their own thoughts on that, but it was just a good match. It wasn't a great match. And it just lost me because I'm trying to figure out what everybody's doing. Everybody's got their own agenda within the content of the match, and it's hard to follow.
Well,
and also I don't know what they accomplished.
Well, they didn't accomplish anything to my view, and again, like you said, I had no problem with the work, with the action in the ring. I just didn't know what was going on. There were too many people.
The kids bust their ass. It's got nothing to do with the work. It's just the fact that, number one, with 10 people, you have to be very careful, especially in these these technically high moves that the kids use. You got to make sure you're landing on an area where there's not another wrestler. It's a lot to concentrate on it. You're taking care of yourself and trying to take care of all the people in the ring with you.
And AEW is still bringing in more people. They recently hired Kyle O'Reilly. They brought in Mercedes Martinez. And I'll be honest, I'm not invested in either one. Never have been throughout, the past of their careers. But my point is, it's too many people.
I don't know who either one of them is.
Well, right, there you go. So were they needed? I mean, can they build them into something? Maybe, but they're not going to build them into anything in 10-man tags and with sporadic TV time.
To me, that's not the way to build them. But I've never seen them work, so I can't judge their work or what they're capable of. Somebody obviously sees something in them. I don't think Tony would just hire him just because he's a good guy. But
I do.
Really?
Yeah, I think Tony hires everybody's friends and relies on the element of surprise every week on TV. I think that's his biggest booking device. And there's been so many surprises that you're numb to them now. Like CM Punk's a surprise. Mercedes Martinez is not a surprise.
Mm-hmm. No, agreed.
So what about the concept of rotating people off TV, which is apparently what AEW plans to do, to take people off for weeks at a time and refresh them? We've seen that with Miro lately after he lost the TNT title. He's not been on TV. What's your take on that, Nate? Can that work? Can you become a star being rotated off TV?
Well, you can become a star for a short period of time, but to me, especially if you've just lost a big match, you need to be back on it the next day. But unfortunately, I think that today, some of the kids, when they get to a match where it's a big finale, they want time off. And I don't agree with that either. I think they need to be on TV. The stars that want to be the players. I mean, it's the same 10 people right now at WWE that it was 5 years ago.
Is that good or bad?
It's good. It's good.
I think they certainly stood the test of time.
That's how you build their brand.
Yeah, I think so too. And the argument I've always made is Ric Flair never got rotated off TV, and you never wanted to be rotated off TV, correct?
No. I wanted to be more part of things as I got older, but that didn't work out for me. But still, I loved working,
Now,